Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Null Zone. This is the TARDIS Zone Talks. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Stephen Moffat is in agreement with RTD and defends the 12 midnight viewing of two episodes. Yeah, there was a little bit of banter between RTD and Stephen Moffat, and I'll just read a little screenshot and then we'll get into the article. Where's the little screenshot? It's up here, it's up here, it's up here. We'll get into that in a minute because I'm going to address that briefly, but no. Where's this bloody... Yeah, so here we go. So, as you know, there's been a huge backlash in relation to the 12 midnight drop of Doctor Who for UK and Irish viewers. We will get two episodes dropping at midnight. And there's been a backlash, especially on RTD's Instagram page. And now I've noticed that he seems to be responding to the people that are praising this new time, and he's ignoring or has been laughing in the face of people that have been crying about it. A lot of the fans have explained about their children wanting to watch Doctor Who and having now to wait. So there has been a huge backlash. Now, Stephen Moffat, a man who apparently wants nothing to do with Doctor Who, has been talking about Doctor Who quite a lot. Now, people will argue that journalists have been asking him questions in relation to Doctor Who, but he could refuse to actually answer them. But Stephen Moffat has come out in defense of RTD because this is what they do. It's a little boys club and they defend each other. So Stephen Moffat wrote this. Wait, what? Two brand new Doctor Who stories on the same day? This is a whole new level of insane greatness. Speaking as a fan, I can't wait to complain about it, right? So, and then RTD responds with back in with a kiss emoji, a love heart, and two kisses. Right? So Stephen Moffat basically taking the piss out of fans that are complaining about the late night showing of Doctor Who, and RTD then responds, get back in your box. Kiss emoji, love heart emoji with two kisses. And you know what? I'm not actually surprised that this has been the response. They won't respond in the proper way. The proper way that should have been the response is we understand that some fans are upset, and then explain maybe that this is going to be just a one-off thing, and after the second episode, by the third episode, which will be the second week of their run, it'll go back to a prime time slot. But no, that's not the case. That's not how they do things these days, folks. What they do is they belittle and ridicule the fandom for even suggesting that they've got it wrong. And a lot of people, a lot of articles have been released, and they all say the same thing. Now, of course, you will have your few in the fandom, and there are a few in the fandom and the paid media that the BBC and have in their pockets. They're all coming out to actually defend it. And this is why the RadioTimes.com has done. Stephen Moffat praises new Doctor Who release schedule, jokes about complaints. The complaints, if you listen, this is the thing. If you think that this is the right attitude to have, right, joking about the time schedule, right, if you think that's the proper response, right, I know Stephen Moffat is not running the show, so I don't really care to a certain extent how he, well, I kind of do, because he is a former showrunner, and as a fan, and I know he is a fan, right, but as a fan, Come on. There's no way that you're staying up, Stephen Moffat, at 12 o'clock. See, this is the thing that I find hard to believe. You won't be staying up at 12 o'clock to watch 2 episodes of Doctor Who to drop. You'll wait until the next day, like everybody else. And it's easier for you to avoid spoilers, but you probably already know what's going on because you've seen some of the scripts anyway. Right? But it's not fair on the fans of the UK and Ireland, and it's not. It's not. It's spitting back in their faces right now. So anyway, the former showrunner described the decision to begin season 14 with a double bill as a whole new level of insane greatness. Right? Stephen Moffat has praised the decision to release the first 2 episodes of Doctor Who in the upcoming season 14 on the same day, calling the move a whole new level of greatness. The former showrunner made the comments underneath Russell T Davies' Instagram post announcing the news, which revealed that the run will begin with a double bill on Saturday, the 11th of May, and that controversially, the episodes would first arrive on BBC iPlayer at midnight. Moffat did not comment specifically on the iPlayer news, which has drawn criticism from some UK fans, but he did jokingly add, "Speaking as a fan, I can't wait to complain about it." Now, Whovians have been very vocal about the decision to debut the new episodes on streaming at midnight, a move which many have pointed out sees the show arrive at more convenient time for viewers across the Atlantic. And that's exactly why we're complaining, right? You do a deal with Disney Plus and you decide, well, they're giving us money now, so we're going to do what they tell us to do. So we're going to give the Americans the exclusive, blah, 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 or put it on at a time that's convenient for them. Now, I have seen some people put up petitions. Now, I'm not one for petitions, you know that. I found out very early in this fandom, and when you do this sort of stuff, that petitions mean absolutely nothing nowadays. They're not even worth the paper that they're written on, or in this case, on social media. Right? They don't matter. But I have seen some people out there complain and have a go at these people that are complaining about the time slot. Right? And all I'll say to those people is mind your own fucking business. What's it to do? Why is it? What's it to do with you? If you're okay with the time slot, that's fine, fair enough. But a lot of fans aren't, and they have that right to express their feelings. But again, I see the usual suspects out there are having a go, right? Having a go at people. They have every right to complain, right? Nothing has been done right with the show in 5-6 years, right? And again, Doctor Who fans see this as another slap in the face, especially the UK and Irish viewers that watch the show. Now, it's not going to affect me because I'm a night owl. I'll probably watch 12 midnight so that it won't be spoiled for me, right? But I know that there's going to be a lot of kids out there that are not going to be able to stay up to 12 midnight, and they shouldn't be forced to stay up 12 midnight, right? And then people will argue, oh, well, they can watch it the next day. Just keep them off social media. If you don't want, and this other argument as well from fans, well, if you don't want any spoilers, don't go onto social media. But it's funny, those fans that are saying that were complaining when we were saying that to them when the American fans were giving out. We were saying, well, then they don't come on the internet, right? But now they're saying the same thing, right? They were complaining about it when we were saying it to them, but now they're saying we can't complain. You just have to roll with it. But I knew Stephen Moffat would come out and defend RTD on this. As I said, be under no illusion. They're all in cahoots with each other, and he's coming back to Doctor Who. It's the only reason why he is so vocal. You haven't heard Chris Chibnall respond, have you? You haven't heard him praise. Right? It's very peculiar that it's Stephen Moffat doing all the talking, and Chibnall hasn't even opened his mouth. Right? He said what he had to say when they did that little interview together, and there was a couple of articles after that. But Stephen Moffat, but Chris Chibnall on the whole, has kept his gob shut. But again, it's the same. The garbage. You. There you go. Garbage has asked the right question there. Why doesn't he just stay quiet? Why come out and attack fans? Why is this backwards mentality of all these franchises lately? Exactly. That's what they do. You're absolutely spot on. And RTD has been liking people's complaints. What's going? Yeah, that's him taking the piss. Lee, as you know, he sees it. He sees it exactly the way it is. And actually, he wants to do a stream this week. So that's what we're going to talk about. He wants to talk about the scheduling. So Lee will be on, and we will be discussing this. Because a lot of you have been asking where Lee has been, think that we're fighting or something like that, like which is weird because me and Lee would never fall out. Lee's just being busy, and he's got stuff on at the moment, but he does want to stream, and he will be streaming with me. So don't worry about that. Um, and also, I got a nice little message off Jack as well. Jack has been busy as well. Won't get into any details because not my business. But Jack has been busy, and that's why he hasn't been here. But he has expressed his desire to come back on. But he has been watching, and so has Lee. They both been watching. They just haven't been in the chats. They're busy. They're busy people. You know yourself. I'm not bothered as I'm not watching the rubbish. If people did this, RTD wouldn't be happy. If more people did this, RTD wouldn't be happy. Uh, well, he seems to not. RTD seems to not have a care in the world. As Garbage has said, he's even liking the complaints. That's his way of taking the piss. So, and the reason why he doesn't stay quiet is perfectly obvious. He's coming back to Doctor Who no matter what people say out there or the denials from some accounts out there that Stephen Moffat is not coming back. Stephen Moffat was always coming back to Doctor Who. At some stage, he was going to come back. You didn't need to be Sherlock to figure that one out. But because the three specials and the Christmas special didn't go down ratings wise exactly the way they wanted, they're bringing back Stephen Moffat. Stephen Moffat is coming back, and he is going to be writing that Christmas special, I do believe. And I do believe then you'll see future collaborations between Moffat and RTD. And remember, I've been the one that's been saying that Stephen Moffat will come back. I've been telling you since day one, but again, apparently I'm full of shit and don't know what I'm talking about. But you know, as I said, you don't even need sources for this one. You know, anybody that's half intelligent would figure out that Stephen Moffat is coming back to Doctor Who. Excuse me. Right. Yeah. So I'm on the Sense Sphere. I just want to shout that out. I'm on the Sense Sphere later on at 4 o'clock. We're talking about Wild Blue Yonder. I'm actually watching the episode right now. I've actually got it paused on the 27th minute mark, where Donna and the Doctor have been chased by the big versions of themselves, and now they're caught in the tunnel. I have to say, when I watched it at 4, I'm watching it a second time now, and you know what? The CGI looks actually okay. Um, it didn't look as bad as I remember when I watched it. Um, right now, 27 minutes in, there's a lot of dialogue, but I don't know. There's just something missing. It's it's like when you watch the God Complex. There's always something going on. You know the Matt Smith episode, the God Complex, and I kind of like to compare the two, or maybe with Midnight as well. It's just lacking something. The direction is great, but it's just lacking something right now. But I'm only 27 minutes in, so you know. But again, this is what I do for streams. rewatch these episodes. Jesus, I hope he doesn't do Whitaker episodes or I'll be screwed. Um, but yeah, I'm on there at 4 o'clock, so come and join me there. I've already been sent the link and all of that, so we'll be ready to go a little bit later. Also, today's Tuesday, isn't it? So obviously at Wednesday, we have our stream with Queen Charlotte and um, PD Rich. Then on Thursday is the movie zone, isn't it? Do we do it's the movie zone on Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. The movie zone's on Thursday. Now the movie has been picked by Chris, and if you remember, you are in for a treat. So I'll let you know what the movie is now, but I'll be throwing up a trailer later on for everybody to see what the movie is, just in case you need a reminder. But the movie is going to be, drum roll, please. Fake drum roll. That's not even a drum roll. It's City Slickers. Yeah. So he has picked City Slickers. And I haven't seen this movie in decades. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and I do remember this movie being brilliant, and obviously there was a sequel. Um, but I haven't watched this movie in decades. So I'm really actually looking forward to this. Got to be honest, because it's been a while. So I'll throw up the trailer. So if you're not a member, remember you can join for as little as €2 uh, a month if you want to join us for those movie zones. And then, of course, on Friday, then myself, Cinnamon Toast. I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about this Stephen Moffat stuff, and Brendan from the Sense Sphere will be joining me for our Tartar Zone talks, and I think we're on episode 5 now, and we'll be discussing this, and I'm pretty sure the lads will have other topics as well to discuss. So come and join us for that. We've got plenty coming up, and I will have the Owl Afternoon streams. As you're saying, I've kept it up now, and we will have one tomorrow. But the fallout for this is completely justified, in my opinion. I don't think RTD, Stephen Moffat, and all these people get that the fans have been through the mill the last 5, 6 years. You, you had one job, and that was not to try not upset the fans. Do the right thing. And so far, Davrosky, all of the wheelchair nonsense, all of the other nonsense that's come out of his mouth, right? And the fact that the 60th anniversary wasn't really a 60th anniversary, then a Christmas special that a lot of us, it wasn't the worst thing, but it wasn't great either. Goblins have no business in Doctor Who. I'll say it again. I'm sick of that. But yeah, didn't really set the world on fire. And then now we've got apparently there's a trailer coming, a proper trailer coming. I think it's next week or something, or it's this week. But I did see a post. There is a trailer coming. Apparently now a proper trailer. So we'll see we will be obviously we will talk about that trailer when it drops. But apparently there is going to be a trailer coming soon. So we'll watch out for that, because everything that we've gotten in relation to Shooty's first era so far has been absolutely the bare minimum. So let's see what this trailer is all about. Can we get an idea of what's going to be going on with this era of Doctor Who? So that's apparently coming up. So we'll look out for that. But look, all I'm just going to say is I am not surprised that Stephen Moffat came out to defend the schedule change. They're all in a little club together. They all have each other's backs. The thing about it is what's quite telling for me is the fact that, the previous showrunner hasn't opened his mouth in relation to it. But I'm pretty sure sometime down the line, if this continues and the backlash continues, maybe Chibnall or others that were part of that era might lend their voice. Or you could even see others out there that have worked on the show all over social media, trying to get the fans behind this schedule change. But all I'll say is it looks exactly what it is. You've screwed the fans on this side of the Atlantic over, and that's just the bottom line. And all I'll just say is that the price that will be paid will be the ratings, and it will affect the ratings big time. Um, and I don't think the fans after this being ignored as well are going to forgive that easy either. So I do believe that everything that I said with this Shooty's fourth season, he's going to struggle big time with the ratings due to other factors. And there you go. The other factors are now in play. Let's hope that's not the case, because I would really like this season of Doctor Who to be something that we can all get behind and we all enjoy, because let's be honest, I think we're all sick and tired of moaning and complaining about it. All we just want is some great Doctor Who and great sci-fi. Let's hope we get it anyway. But at this stage, it's like it's like trying to get blood from a stone. It's impossible. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section, as you always do. Don't forget to leave a like as well. And where possible, as I said, if you could share me streams, I really, 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 really appreciate it. And come and join me later on Brendan's channel, The Sensphere, where we'll be talking about Wild Blue Yonder. And I think I'll be there with Michelle, John, and I don't know if he's bringing on another guest. Normally Hugh is there as well, I think, or he was there for the first week I was there, but Hugh apparently is not well, so get well soon. So he might have someone else on there with us. But come and join us, because it does be very lively debate. And the way Brendan likes to do things, he likes to put everything into a nice little category, to break it down, try simplify it, make it easier for everybody. And sometimes that does lead to a few little heated little debates, but that's the whole point of doing these type of things. Not everybody is going to agree on everything, and that's what I like, because if someone makes an argument and you have a counter argument, I think that's great. Or counterpoint, I think that's always great. You know what I mean? I don't think Christopher Eccleston will support it. No, definitely not. Anyway, though, we're gonna leave it there. Um, there is other stuff that I could talk about in relation to the fandom, but I'm not going to, because you know what? I'm not going to do that here anymore. I mean, there's just some deplorable people out there that put out deplorable tweets about topics that they shouldn't even be talking about, because it's nothing to do with them. But that's all I'm going to say on that. Some people will know if they've been on X. There's a certain person in this fandom which is well known. You all know who he is. Again, with his misinformation. Hey, can I come back? Well, we're finishing up this one, Christian. But we're gonna have to have a little bit of a chat, because my schedule's all changed now, because things have things are, well, I've got a lot more to do, but on top of that as well, I had to change my schedule because it wasn't healthy for me. But yeah, let's get back to talking again. I'm pretty sure everybody be delighted to see you back anyway. Yeah, so I'll I've got a couple of things on today, but I'll give you a show maybe later on in the evening, and we'll see if we can figure out a new day, or maybe keep the same day, but maybe we'd have to go early around this time, maybe, because I do afternoon streams now. So if we could squeeze one in somewhere, if you can't do Tuesday, but we could squeeze it in any other day, then let me know. Yeah, but that'll be the thing. We'll have to do them early now, because I have to keep me scheduled because there's other stuff I'm involved in as well, as you know, that isn't involved with YouTube. So yeah, very busy. But we will, yeah. Let's if you're ready and fighting and ready to go, let's do it, man. And I'm glad you're all well again and fighting fit. And I'm pretty sure everybody will be delighted to see it on your own channel. But I'm pretty sure everybody here as well will be delighted to see you here because you're very popular here. We'll talk. It's good to be back. Well, it'll be good to see you back, mate. I have to say. But listen, as I said, don't forget, folks, to keep an eye out for all my streams, and don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to leave a comment. It all helps with the algorithm. And as I said, look out for that trailer a little bit later on. And if you remember, come and join me for that movie, City Slickers, on Thursday night. I'll be back hopefully on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS in April. So you're coming back here first. Oh, oh. Well, we have to get you back on then, don't we? Before you make an appearance on your own channel, then. We'll sort that. We'll definitely sort that, right? We'll have a chat anyway. We'll fit it in. You know me. We'll get it in somewhere. Anyway, I'll leave it there, folks. Enjoy our evening. Come over and join me on Brendan's channel, The Sense Sphere, where I'll be there talking with the panel about Wild Blue Yonder, which I'm rewatching again. And as I said, I'm 27 minutes in, so that's what I'm going to do now. Watch the second part of this while I'm getting dinner ready because I want to get dinner done before so I can just sit down and relax and do the stream, not have to worry about things because I've got other stuff to do as well. So I'm trying to get everything done as quick as possible. But as I said, where possible, if you could also share these streams in Doctor Who groups on Facebook. A lot of them, obviously, I left after Chib's rubbish. So if you could do that, but only if you have permission of the admin, because some Doctor Who admins are a bit funny like that. You don't want their channels, so ask permission first. But if you can share them, even on X, where possible, I really appreciate that. And as you can hear, we got drums outside. That's fantastic. Anyway, no setting Ted off now. Can't be having that. I'm gonna have to go down now and start John Wicking people. Money lesson. Oh, that's called a joke, by the way, to all you lefties out there, just in case you took that seriously. Me, John Wicking people, I wouldn't be able to even lift me leg 2 feet up nowadays to even swing. Anyway, have a good one, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you over on Brendan's channel. And don't forget to check out all the usual suspects, folks, that we have in our community, and go and subscribe to them as well. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Have a good one, folks. Bye bye.